The main thing is, they have to understand that we're embracing, being an entertainment medium, not just a game, you know. And so the thing about it is we can bring to the forefront for music, new artists. There's going to be, the beauty about these games now is that we're always connected to the internet. We can premiere stuff that other people can't premiere, and we can put so many impressions onto a music fan just because they spend so many hours in front of our game that that there's definitely a synergy between what we're doing and what the music industry does anyway. So what they should expect is just a continued evolution of this marriage of games as full entertainment and not just that small window of gaming. And I think that the production value and the quality in terms of what you see as being kind of trendy in media is coming to that peak the way we showed you today in terms of our presentation of our game. I mean, it mimics a lot what you saw last year the NBA do in terms of presenting playoff games, really bringing music and the sport together, and we're doing the same thing. He's never been in a video game. And he says, what do you mean? I said, well, that's exactly what we mean. He doesn't want to be part of video games. So he gets on the phone and he tells his secretary or his assistant, get Charles on the phone, tell him I need to speak to him. And within a day, we get a phone call, Charles will be in. And we're like, whoa, we've been trying to get Charles Barkley in this video game now for like 4 years. Ever since we did the old school with Jordan, we've been trying to get him. And he just wasn't very interested, but he did. He's only in the dream team, but at least he's there and everybody's excited to play with him. So, I mean, that's just one anecdote. But from, we came in and in our loading screens, we were using a certain energy. We had found a track that we thought would really excite, and then we got there and we got in there, and the first time he sees it, he's like, what is this? And we're like, well, this is this track, and it's got this beat, and it's got this energy, and we think that it will excite the users. He's like, no, it goes completely against the entire vibe of what we're trying to do here. And we had to remove it. I mean, so he was really, really tight in, from a creative side in terms of how he was going to be presented, how his music was going to be presented, and how it was going to integrate with the entire game. And that's nice because, there's many times that you go in and use a partnership, if you want to call it, with somebody, and the partnership really is them just being there in name only. And he wasn't there in name only, which is very good. He also had game comments, as well, and you don't get that very often, especially, when you look at it, the guys who make video games are in their own way celebrities to the other guys. So, people usually don't really want to give their creative input to people they think are already being creative. But no, he actually had valid points, and some of the stuff that he told us was on point with, why did we decide to go with, we wanted to be able to dribble with the right stick because it gives you this level of freedom that we didn't have before. So, he was sitting there, he's like, I want to be able to dribble easier. And we're like, well, we're going this way. And so when he heard it, he was happy because, we matched in terms of what we were thinking of doing, and what he saw was kind of an evolution as well. Not to say that we wouldn't have gone our own way anyway, but that's a different story.